I don't know with that man anymore. Scottish people.
Yeah, he's Scottish. Yeah, no.
Whatever.
Blimey, have a bit of chips and fish.
You're not even remotely close, you racist.
No, that's the joke. Alright.
What's up, Moon?
It's time to go gliding.
As the moon judges us.
Yeah.
Every time I see a gigantic moon out, I think of Bloodborne.
Oh, of course.
And every time I think of Bloodborne, I think of the fact that I need to play it.
Yeah. Well, you don't have an excuse for not having played it, because you actually have a PS4.
I have a PS4, and I own the game. I bought it on day one.
Yeah.
Well, I pre-ordered it.
You should go play that. Because it's... I want that game so badly.
It sucks because, like, the Game Grumps played it.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm thinking of actually watching them play it
I
watched again.
It. I watched it.
I watched it, but I want to watch it again. That's
yeah.
the thing.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't know what it is. I think it's, like, the world and the fact that I enjoy, like, Lovecraftian themes. And I love Edgar Allan Poe, and that's totally, like, not Edgar Allan Poe, H.P. Lovecraft. Well, and I guess in certain things, Poe, too, because he was a dark bastard, too. With, like, a cast of Montiago and Tall Tale Hard and, you know, some other disturbing shit.
Yeah.
And so, like, every time I see a playthrough of Bloodborne, I'm just like, it's so great, I need to watch this. And also, I need to play it.
I don't know if I've said this in a video or not, but I have said before that I think that Bloodborne is the best Lovecraftian video game that has been made right now. And by that token, like, I want it so badly because the world design and the monster designs in that game are so fantastic.
Oh yeah, I mean, when I was watching the Grumps play it,
now I finally get that trophy. Yay.
I mean, when I was watching the Grumps play it, I mean, there was some stuff that was, you know, beautifully woven into, like, gameplay and story. Like, there's some certain things you can't do until you do certain things. And I also love the fact that, like, everything is interwoven.
Yep.
And interconnected. Like
interconnected world.
Yeah.
Just like Dark Souls.
Like, well, yeah. I mean, like, the forest area is connected to the town if you go a certain path. And it's pissed, don't worry about it. Like, the forest, depending on where you go in the forest area, you will go run into the town again, like the starting area.
Yep.
And so I just think that's super great. And so, like, I feel like I need, like, to support that.
Well,
and,
you
like,
already have.
Well, you know what I mean. Like, I know there's DLC coming out because, like, when I pre-ordered it, they're like, oh, DLC's coming out.
Yeah.
I'm like, you better damn well do something about that, because I want to play me some.
Yeah. I can't afford it, unfortunately, but I would so love to have it.
Yeah. I mean, I just love From Software.
Yep.
I mean, I've never finished, well,
any of their games.
Entirely true, because I was gonna say, like, I've never really got far with Demon Souls because it was so hard.
Yeah. I steadfastly believe that Demon Souls is a harder game than Dark Souls.
Oh, it's hard as balls. Because, like, in the game itself, I didn't realize this until later, so now I'm gonna have to start all over again because of this. And you'll hate it too when you hear it. If you die so many times...
Yeah, the worlds get more difficult.
The game will get harder for you because fuck you, that's why.
Because
so
the world tendency mechanic.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great mechanic, but I'm like, no.
Oh,
so now I have to start over again because of you. This is great, game. Thank you. Thank you for telling me I suck. God damn it, game. But to be fair, my character was... It's like a thief rogue hybrid, and that's normally the kind of like character I always pick for RPGs.
I just knocked that guy straight out of there, by the way.
Well, whatever. He had it coming to him.
Non-lethal.
But yeah, you know, whatever. Break his legs, break his back, neck, whatever.
Well, I go to try and find him. I don't know where he fell. Oh, Batman. So that's body count up to like 3 now, I think, officially. Like actual confirmed deaths.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
Well, assuming you haven't like completely like breaking their neck.
Nah, I don't. Nah, they're fine with that. It's okay. Just put them in a brace. They'll be fine.
They'll be fine. They're fine.
Yeah.
It's all good. But yeah, like normally my default class for RPGs is like rogue thief.
Yep.
And I think that's what I did for Demon Souls, and I think I'm gonna have to like redo that. Warrior.
Yeah, I started with like knights in the Souls games because heavy armor.
Yeah.
So now we have a new upgrade that lets us use our combo takedowns at a combo of 5 instead of 8.
Oh.
Which means that we can use them more often and faster. Great success.
Great success.
Not great success at shooting that. I was fighting back.
Damn it. But yeah, and I think I'm gonna have to restart Dark Souls again because I haven't played it in like 2 years. And
well, going back to that would be
well, in the fact that they have a class that I absolutely adore, which is the Pyromancer.
Yeah, everyone
and
likes the Pyromancer.
If there's like a fire option, I always go towards that. And it has been clear to me that my choice of such thing was a huge mistake.
Because the Pyromancer is really strong.
No, it's like very weak.
No? Well,
in the beginning area.
Well, at the beginning, but
yeah, and when I stopped playing, I was still in Blighttown.
Oh, well, I cheese Blighttown. Well, I don't care. I wasn't dealing with that. I went in the back door and just skipped like the 3/4 of it.
Well, what did you play as?
I was playing as just a knight.
Well, of course you were.
But I was like,
you weren't playing as a Pyromancer. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Well, but if you have magic, then you actually have a long range answer to the poison spitting guys. Whereas if you're playing as a knight, you really don't, unless you happen to have a bow.
You have to know how to roll, though. And I got that down real pat, by the way.
Yeah.
Rolling, because Pyromancer, like, the ability to use fire took far too long.
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, there was, like, a second. Like, when you...
Yeah, because casting time.
Yeah, because casting time. It takes far too long. And you're like, I'm just going to use my axe instead, because it's faster.
Well, it is a very
So I think I'm
going to
do... Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is, like, play just, like, Warrior or whatever, and just get that down, and then if I ever do a second playthrough, use Pyromancer.
It's a good basic class.
Yeah, I mean, Warrior is safe. I mean, I don't like using Warrior, but whatever. I'm not forward or against it. I mean, if it works, it works. I mean, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
I would really love more games to have classes that are like warlocks from World of Warcraft. Because I love the combination of direct damage with damage over time and status ailments, along with using pets. But not just any pets. Like I think it's kind of boring to have like hunter type classes where you're just using beasts all the time. What I particularly love about the warlocks is that they summon demons, and I think that's a sorely underutilized area for video games.
Yeah, because I feel like if there's
Bam.
ever a warlock class, it's always like the option for like mage or barbarian, or even warrior to do whatever.
Yeah.
I can't. I honestly don't even know the last time there was like a really good warlock class that wasn't in WoW.
No, and that's
because they're like, there's the option if you want to go down that tree to use.
We're gonna pull this floor out from beneath these guys, by the way.
Oh, why not? Do whatever. I always feel like in RPGs now, there's like the option to do whatever you want, which is fine. To like go whatever route which you want, but there's like no real good path to warlock without being like, hey, you're a mage, but you're a battle mage.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Or if you're a barbarian or a warrior, it's like your subclass is mage or wizard, and it's nothing like interesting. It's like mainly focused toward mage or warrior, plus, barbarian.
Most RPGs just don't use summoning as a mechanic in the first place, so that's a big shame right off the bat, because there's a lot of really interesting things you could do with having summoning magic.
Yeah. Well, even if with like warrior or barbarian, you're limited to what magic you can use. Like you can't really use like the really high tier magic.
No.
Unless you're playing Skyrim.
Well, then you can just do like, anything.
Yeah, because I feel like that's practically the only exception at this point. As far as I'm aware. But like if you're I mean granted you don't want to reclass because that's a pain in the ass and it sucks. But I mean if you can't really do a hybrid anymore, like a warlock. Because I feel like there should be some classes that should be like a hybrid, like a rogue like a rogue thief kind of thing. Because I feel like that's the same class to me. It's totally the same class. Except obviously, thief has more stealth than a rogue for reasons.
Well, most games tend to put them under the same umbrella.
Yeah.
These days.
Yeah. And I feel like they could be like a hybrid, because like there's some stats that are different between the two. I've noticed it especially in like Skyrim. Playing a thief or like a rogue-ish kind of thing. But I feel like rogue or thief could be like totally a hybrid of like an archer or like a ranged user, like a sniper kind of thing.
Yeah,
it would make sense.
Well,
because for a sniper character,
do that too.
Yeah, and I feel like if it was, like a Dark Souls or a Skyrim or a whatever RPG, I feel like those two could mesh because it could still be like a ranged user.
Yeah.
But still have like stealth elements.
Yeah, there are a lot of games. I mean, that's one of the classic kind of rogue archetypes from Dungeons and Dragons. Is they hang back in the shadows and stuff and use bows.
Yeah, but I also feel like D&D is kind of like a cop-out to that kind of thing, because quite honestly, you can make practically your own character.
Well, that's the point.
Yeah, so I kind of feel like that's like cheap, because
I mean, you still have to adhere to the rules that the game sets forth.
Right. Well, and also the game and the campaign you're playing and like group rules.
Yeah, but there's you can't make like a rogue who turns into a bear while surfing on the back of a shark who fires lasers from his eyes. You know,
I feel like you could.
It would have to be an incredibly specific group that you're playing with.
Well,
Otherwise,
that's what I'm saying.
It wouldn't fly.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like group rules too.
Yeah, I mean, but that's you can't really blame the game itself for home rules.
Yeah, but still, I mean, like that's why I'm saying D&D's kind of like a cop out, because
It's not the fault of the game, though. It's just
no, it's not the fault of the game. It's just at the whim of the group.
I would love for more video games to allow for that kind of freedom, personally.
I feel like it would be a little too complicated.
I don't know. I don't know how they would ever be able to do it, but I would love to see it.
I would love to see it too. Like the last D&D like campaign-ish, we never got far. We haven't played it in like 2 years. I was pretty much like a siren thief hybrid. And the last time we played, I was buried alive.
Oh yeah, this is when we're bowling all these henchmen over.
Yeah, and I'm not totally invested in this part, so...
No, it's just funny to see them get knocked over like pins.
Yeah. But, I was like this, Borderlands, siren...
Yeah.
Thief hybrid. And I was buried alive. And, this other guy, who was basically ye olde Batman, was the reason behind why I was buried alive, because he had a shitty roll. And we were facing against one of the generals to the bad guy of the world that we had. And
Yep.
So I was captured and buried alive. So I've been there for like 2 years now. I'm fairly sure I'm dead.
Yeah, probably.
And ye olde Batman feels guilty still and is trying to find me.
That's not gonna end well.
No, it's not. He's gonna find Skull and Crossbones and me being dead.
Aww.
So
What a
whatever.
shame. What a shame.
I know. But I'm pretty sure if and when we pick it back up, I'll be fine. So whatever.
Because it's at the whim of the DM.
Yeah, pretty much. Which I think is kind of funny. And also for the fact that there is no choice in the matter. I don't even know what happened to the DM. Because like he's on The Escapist. But I haven't seen him post in forever.
Right.
Like, I see other people that's, like, been posting. That's part of, like, the little adventure. But I'll be damned if I know what happened to him.
Life.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Look at my life. I'm playing Batman for YouTube for like 3 people to watch.
Well, 4, give me credit, I am watching this.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Segues are really bad. I was watching, I mentioned it, but I was watching a Bo Burnham comedy special a couple weeks ago because it was brought up by Laura Kate on the Podquisition podcast, and there was one joke that I absolutely adored in it about video editing, because I'm doing a lot of video editing now, and it was all about how video editors are so. Oh,
it happens.
So what about the? Have you ever seen the later Batman animated series shows?
Like what?
Like the ones they started doing in the mid 2000s and stuff.
You mean like Batman Beyond? Or...
No. Like after that, because they there's the Batman, and there's the Brave and the Bold, and there's.
Oh no, I haven't watched any of that because I was done. Because they kind of ruined Batman Beyond after a while because the whole crossover with Static Shock. Remember that? It was dumb.
I liked Batman Beyond.
No, I love Batman Beyond, but I didn't care for Static Shock.
Yeah, fair enough.
And there was a crossover.
Yeah.
And it was weird and it made zero sense.
Well, we're gonna find out what hopefully makes more sense than that next time.
Ooh, nice segue. I'm not surprised if a cockroach fell into a general's towel.
Ew. Ew.
Whatever, it was delicious.
I ate the cockroach too.
I ate it, it was so good. You don't even know.
I mean, if it gets deep fried as well, yeah.
I don't think it matters. I mean, once you throw deep fried goodness on it and the sweetness of whatever you get, I don't think it matters anymore because it tastes like chicken.
A deep fried cockroach with dipping sauce,
sweet and sour sauce or duck sauce or that spicy mustard.
I imagine it wouldn't be the worst thing you could stuff into your face.